Tig Knight Run the City, No Cap Rap News, back again with another one. This time we got that boy Akademiks again. Said Drake been having trouble with the hip-hop media, man. I don't know what that mean, man. Is it because of the blackout that they trying to do? You know, say they gonna do a blackout for the Iceman album. You know, nobody reacted to Iceman. I don't believe it. It's possible though. Who knows? Who knows? Is it gonna hurt him? I don't think so. Either way. But yeah, let's get right into it, man. See what Akademiks talking about. Do this transition. Matter of fact, no, we ain't gonna do the transition. Let's go.
Drake is having some beef with like hip hop media, right? Now, obviously, it's compounded by a bunch of stuff. Like we could start back at the genesis. I don't think this was a hip hop media versus Drake beef, but Drake and Joe Budden never really saw eye to eye. That came from their competition as rappers, them as kind of friends or people who dated the same people. Joe becomes a podcaster, starts doing well, and then his comments with Drake's music, it seemed to kind of like spark,
Hold up, bro. You skipped some parts. Just say Drake was one of Joe Budden's biggest fans. He patterned his style after some of Joe Budden's stuff. Don't skip those parts. You know what I mean? And yeah, they did fall out eventually. Joe said some foul stuff about him, or about his music rather. Joe was dating Tahiri. They say the rumors is Drake smashed Tahiri. Who knows, man? But let's not skip that kind of stuff, man. Like, you know, the Drake stuff. Let's not skip the Drake stuff. Let's go.
Almost beef with them, right? Ultimately, if you ask me, ended up with the last part of it being right before the battle. Joe basically makes a statement about, I think it was For All the Dogs, and he says, why is Drake in his mid to late 30s singing about 20-year-olds? And he mentioned it in a way to make Drake seem kind of creepy. I spoke to Drake about it myself because at first I thought because he had responded to Joe.
It did make him seem kind of creepy because it is kind of creepy, but he was just saying, look, it's time to grow up and start dealing with women, you know, closer to your own age, bro. You know, it is kind of weird though. You know, if you might be 30-something, you 35 and you liking a 20, 21-year-old, or 20-year-old, or 19-year-old. You know, it do seem kind of creepy, you know what I mean? But let's go.
In a lengthy comment under my comment section. And I was like, yo, is Drake kind of sensitive about critique? You know, he said you failed at music, you left it behind to do what you're doing, this clip, because that's what actually paid your bill. For any artist watching this, remember, you're watching a failure, give their opinion of what an idea for recipe of success is. Now, Joe was criticizing the album.
Yeah, Joe was criticizing the album, but this nigga Drake went crazy. Dissed the shit out of Joe Budden. And the album, these are ill feelings. These ain't you can tell, like, nigga been thinking about this shit for a minute. He just went the fuck off. He got he broke out the BlackBerry again, the way he was typing this shit. Let's go.
So I was like, damn, why is Drake getting mad at him for criticizing the album? Turns out, and when I asked Drake, he said, it's not about what he said about the album. People, whether you like me or not, could like any song or not. But when you start summing up my album to say, oh, I'm making an album for young girls, and why am I still like, whoa, like you're making it seem like I'm you're trying to stir a narrative that's really disrespectful.
But was he lying though? That's what I'm saying. Did he lie though? Y'all heard the album just like everybody else heard it. Just like Joe heard it. Did he lie though? It's creepy, it's weird.
And really gross. Now granted, later as he battled with Kendrick, Drake even mentions what Joe says when he was trying to, in a reverse psychology way, give some ammo to Kendrick, who didn't respond yet. He said, say that one thing about liking young girls. Just say you heard it from the Joe Budden pod.
Come on now, dog.
And it backfired.
Come on, man.
Gave him the ammo and he used it. That's crazy as hell. Who robbed the bank and then on the way in get a security guard a extra pistol or some bullets just in case he ain't got enough to shoot it out with you. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Let's go.
And he had said, I believe he said that in the Tupac voice or something. And I mean, shit. If you want to suggest it,
Hold up, back. You always doing this, I believe, and like you don't know. You heard that shit too, just like the rest of us, man. Come on, man. See, that's what I don't like about you two. When they start doing that kind of shit, like they be oblivious to what's really going on, I don't be liking that shit.
I don't like that shit for sure, bro.
I don't like that.
I don't like that shit.
So Kendrick definitely doubled down. I remember right around the time of Everyday Struggle, it still wasn't universally accepted that Drake was a rapper with all these classic albums. He was kind of like,
wait.
seen as a good rapper, but he's not.
A rapper with all these classic albums. How many he got? I'm confused now. Wait a minute, Act. All these classic albums. I don't know nothing about all of these. Now they saying, Drake fans and stuff say he might have one and a half, maybe two. But all these, I ain't never heard that one.
Never had like a Reasonable Doubt, or they didn't want to stamp his music as just like the quintessential height of what music would be, which is classic and perfect albums. They would act like, yeah, he's like a guy who make hits. They would try to give him the Nelly treatment. No, this is the Nelly. Yeah, he makes hits, but like they wouldn't, like, and if you had mentioned Drake, like say you're like, yo, what are your top 5 albums of all time? If you had mentioned Drake, people would kind of look at you like, now granted, that's coming from the time where people are like hip hop elitist in terms of, yeah, if you mention Nas, you're good. Rakim, you're good. You mention the God, Raekwon, like you're good. Like that shows hip hop. But Drake was, not so much Kanye. Kanye changed his sound. It was a pink polo backpack wearing guy. But Drake was the difference with, he could really rap, but he's a singer too. And his rap isn't necessarily about street rap all the time. It's just his rap. But he's really good. So he was changing the mold. Now, I'm going to tell you why I'm saying that. I remember like around
crazy as hell.
2017. I remember talking to Drake about it. And I was saying, yo, bro, I think it was 2018 maybe. I said, these albums are there's no doubt they're classics. And anybody that has a brain will say these albums of yours are classic. And he said one thing to me that
bullshit.
Hell you mean, Akademiks, anybody with brains? Come on, bro. Don't try to play us like we stupid. I mean, that's your favorite way to try to spin some shit. Come on. People with brains would tell you that it ain't fucking classics, man. They ain't no classics.
Really epitomize what I believe is his view of hip-hop media. He said, Ak, this is why you and a lot of you newer guys are the people I fuck with and care about. Now, what did that say to me? In one sense, you could say, well, bro, he's buttering you up because you just gave him a compliment.
That's exactly
I took it to be something else. I don't think Drake ever rocked with the older school mentality hip-hop people who felt they were on pedestals judging hip-hop because they never really accepted him. They used to clown.
Exactly. So that's what I mean. You can't just change the rules because you don't like the way the rules is set, man. What kind of shit is this? That don't happen in the game. You adapt and play the sport the way the sport is played, bruh. I ain't gonna change the rules just for you. And that's what he want. He want the rules changed specifically for him. That ain't how shit work out here, man. Not at all.
Yo, check when he went to go freestyle at Funk Flex, and obviously that was definitely hilarious. That was comedic. I'm doing donuts in Aston, Funk Flex Drake, but there was a ton of hip hop people, whether it was former artists in general, or media people. They would never give him the credit that he.
And just regular people, bro. Regular music fans. Don't just try to make it like you're just media and, just a select people that's hating on him and that. No. This was hip hop in its entirety. Was not fucking with this shit. They still ain't fucking with it like that. They just ain't, man. And that's just the facts of it. Don't try to minimize it. Don't try to minimize it. We ain't fucking with it, bro.
I would say desperately wanted because he's a guy of the culture. Because they would look at him and say,
"Come on, now,
you're just not enough." Where you're from? Like, if somebody be like, "Yo, son, I'm from Brooklyn." Like, all right, we know you can rap. Because it's like...
That ain't got shit to do with it. Again, Akademiks is a foreigner just like Drake is. And they try to, because they ain't of the culture. And when people point out that they ain't from the culture, they get upset about it, and try to spin a narrative on it. Like, it's an issue. Yeah, it's gonna be an issue because this is some Black American shit, bro. That's what his rap shit is. No matter how you spin it, no matter what you want it to be, it ain't that, bro. And the people of the culture is gonna, let you know where you stand at in the culture, bro. And that's just what it is. You ain't like us. That's what it is. You're not like us.
Just saying you're from Brooklyn means something. This is a light-skinned guy from Toronto.
And you ain't got to be from Brooklyn.
Was on Degrassi. So he always felt like he was never really accepted. Again, this is my opinion. And the people who were the gatekeepers, so to speak, anytime he did something good, they would be like, but it's just too much singing. It's just too much this.
Cause this rap, motherfucker, this is rap, man. It is too much goddamn singing. If you want to be a singer, you R&B, you a singer, you a pop star, do that. But in this rap shit, you gotta rap, bro. We want to hear rap. That's it. That's it, man. That is it, fam. They trying to use tricknology, bro, anyway, when they tried to merge, singing rappers and shit. When they invented that shit, came up with that idea. That was our game. They stagnating and they taking advantage of the Black culture and they minimizing it and dividing it. You see what I mean? By combining it. They dividing it by combining it. They make one genre. Now it ain't two genres no more. So, the R&B singers ain't getting the money that they was getting. The rappers ain't getting the same money they getting. Now they paying less. You see, they combined that shit, man, to try to get us out of here and take advantage of and claim the culture anyway. They don't want this shit here. It's doing too much for Black community, bro. And they don't like that shit. They never liked it.
Will knock him. So I think that Drake has been waiting for the changing of the guards and the times for a while. I had this conversation with him. He said he was encouraging and happy that the people who gave their opinions on music, that those people were starting to have a turnover where the new generation who he felt could identify more with his music, his style. Not everybody's gonna rap like Jay-Z. It's like the niggas who like Michael Jordan. Even when LeBron James scores 120 dunks from the three-point line, they still on Michael Jordan's dick. You gotta wait till them niggas die. It's like racist. You can't do nothing with them. You'll never change your mind. You gotta wait till they die.
Or you just gotta be better, man, and do what you're supposed to be doing. How about that one? And then if he waiting for the guards to change or whatever, or the media and shit, why do he go to nothing but white people? He don't even come to you. He don't even fuck with you like that. So how you caping for him? That shit is weird, man.
I believe Drake, when it came to media, was always saying, some of these guys, no matter what I do, I drop a freestyle a month, diss AM and whatever, yeah, they'll be like, nah, yeah, he could rap when he want, but they won't give me the credit of a true MC. So if you ask
Better not when you
Drake's
got
relationship with
ghostwriters.
hip hop media, he never really liked those.
You'll never get that one.
Now, did he have to deal with them? Yes. I don't think he ever liked Elliott Wilson. I'm being honest with you. Elliott Wilson is a Jay-Z guy. Put it like this: if you talk to Elliott Wilson, he's like the guy who would like Jordan. Jay's is Jordan, and you're like some other nigga trying to be Jay. Or trying to be Jordan.
Don't too many people
That
like
person
Elliott
is like
Wilson.
Skip Bayless. You'll never
Just
get that
facts.
fair or whatever. So again, when I say like, I don't think he cared to be respected by Elliott Wilson, if you ask me.
Hey, but he went to sit down with Elliott Wilson and be that. So there you go, another contradictory, contradiction, right there. They had a good interview right after Scorpion, matter of fact. But he said some stuff that he go back and look and regret some of that shit that he said on it. But now he don't want to fuck with him. And see, Akademiks, you let him tease your little head up, man. He ain't fucking with you, bro. He ain't gonna never fuck with you, fam. It's sad to watch, man. You know you made your money doing your thing, bro, but it's sad to watch you just own this guy sack like that, man. He ain't gonna fuck with you, man. Never like you think he is. Never. It's never gonna happen, bro.
Even Flex, at the first chance he got to serve it back up to Flex, even though Flex was playing a reference track of his, he did. And he did during the battle.
When people call out his shit or he do some dumb shit, he get mad about it. How that work, bro?
We're at a very interesting time. And I've seen this topic go around. They said Drake is not rocking with hip-hop media. And I actually beg to disagree. I think Drake don't rock with elder statesman hip-hop media. Now, I'm not talking about doing interviews or whatever. I'm saying Drake don't like y'all. That's just the point. He doesn't like you. Y'all, because here's the thing. He's realized he's the A side of music.
You realize they told the truth, man, and he don't like the fucking truth. If you ain't beneficial to this nigga, or singing his praises and throwing down the roses as he walk, he ain't fucking with you, bro. And that's a whole nigga, man. Everybody ain't gotta like you, bro. Life goes on, fam. You ain't gotta be this. Kids, if you watching, don't be this dude. Do not grow up to be this type dude, man.
So everything y'all used to have to criticize about him or dismiss, you have to talk about him to get views. You have to talk about him to get paid. So now he realizes he's the A side. And it's like I remember trying to come in the game, right? Try to have an interview with Ebro. I've told the story many times. Ebro said, "Ain't you Charlamagne's boy?" Didn't want to do that with me. Cool. Or it was actually, I think it was music director Carly Hustle said. They basically said, "Get the fuck out of here." The moment I start popping, and I was the man, who's in my email saying, "Yo, let's go get drinks sometimes. Yo, what's up with this?" Same people.
Oh my God!
Bro, that is not exclusive to you, Akademiks. That's anybody, bro. These niggas don't fuck with nobody until you come up and they think you on their level, or they think they can get your spot. I mean, you can get their spot. That's when they want to fuck with you, fam. That's just in it. You could be a plumber. You could be a fire electrician. You competition until you nothing until you get to be competition. Then when you're too much competition for them, then they want to be on your team, bro. It ain't just you, bro. It ain't just Drake.
People. Things change when you become the A side. Drake is the A side. And you know what I keep seeing? It's the people who are the people that I think he once wanted respect from, now asking why Drake don't respect them. Yeah, Drake, I think y'all turned him wrong, that he had to feel like he don't fuck with y'all. He still don't fuck with y'all now. So I think, and again, this is my opinion, not Drake's. This is mine. I think if you've been in the game as like a journalist or whatever, you think like you hip hop, he don't like you. Period. Don't like you. And it's not because he doesn't like what you do. He knew how you used to operate when he was coming up. He knew that when
he knew that he lost they told the truth about him losing. You the only one, and Aiden Ross and the niggas that act like we didn't see what we saw. He's like a Canadian Trump, bro. That is it, fam. That's all he is, fam. A Canadian Trump. If it ain't going his way, he don't fuck with it. He just want to talk to the OVO staff. That's it. Anybody that's meat riding, he cool with it. You stop meat riding, he ain't fucking with you. Just facts, bro.
He dropped 50 and another person dropped 50, you wouldn't give him the same accolades for the other person dropping 50 because you would have A, B, C, D, and E to prevent you from giving him the credit because you never thought he was an actual or pure MC. You remember the time when...
Not true, because again, when he battled Meek, everybody said he won that shit because he did win it. Case closed. When you lose, you lose. When you win, you win. We call it how we fucking see it, man. Fuck
when
out of
the
here,
ghostwriting
man.
thing came down and all y'all basically said we can't count him as a rapper. He don't like y'all. Now, what I've realized, it's a tough pill to swallow.
It's our fault. He got
swallowing
ghostwriters.
anything. But I know a bunch of rappers that don't like me. I've accepted it. If anything, I'll antagonize it at a point. I'll make it content.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, you know what I realized? When other people find out Drake don't like them, it hurts. Which is ironic because when y'all were shitting on him when he was coming up, when y'all was heavily dick riding or criticizing either during an important, at least for him, during a battle or during previous times when he's dropping albums, y'all didn't give a fuck. But when he says he doesn't respect your opinion, it's a whole lot of shit. Anyway, I've seen Rob Markman, and yes, Rob Markman would classify under, the list of people I'm talking about. I don't think, like, I could name a lot of y'all. Drake do not like y'all at all. And it's not necessarily, and this is where I realize it's a little bit hypocritical too, because they're acting like Drake is spiraling due to the battle. No, Drake never liked you before the battle, during the battle, and after the battle.
That ain't what everybody talking about, no way. They don't give a fuck that he don't like them. They know he don't like them. I mean, who don't know he don't like them? I wouldn't like him either. But the fact is, the truth is the truth, and he is spiraling, bro. He doing a bunch of weird shit, man. And then when he get called out about it, he cries about it. That's what they talking about, Akademiks. You know this, bro. We not letting you spin this shit. Not over here. Let's go.
That's the thing. Y'all are media niggas. You see, me, I have learned to live in hate. Oh, I know that nigga don't like me, but I'm gonna still talk about him.
Facts. This how you do
Y'all
it.
are over here when Drake says something, y'all are heartbroken. I could tell. Now, I keep telling y'all there's a conundrum that's happening. A lot of these guys during, I call it, it was the Stimmy era, at least for media. Drop Kendrick, Drake name, battle in a title, everybody's eating. I seen people go from getting 300 viewers to 3,000. I see people go from getting 20,000 a video, 200,000. It was easy and everybody milked it, right? Now here's the problem about
I missed the way.
every time you get stimulus checks. Usually, things kind of balance it out and usually go into recession. Right now, there's nothing going on in hip-hop. Nothing.
Bullshit.
So all the people who views are through the roof, just watch each and every one of them. It's came back down. You know what they're doing now? They're still trying to milk the same cow that was serving them during the battle. I'll give you an example.
Akademiks. You was one of them people that benefited from it. And look what you covering right now. Drake again. Every day, Drake. You know that's your cash cow. That's why you won't say nothing too discouraging about him. You done fell out with him on the low. We that's obvious, that's obvious that he really don't fuck with you. You kind of came to your senses about it, but you're still holding on for hope, for a life. But we know Drake don't fuck with you, bro. And you use this shit, you milk this shit. If you was to go fully against Drake and tell the true truth, then you gonna lose a lot of fans and followers and shit too, because you his mouthpiece basically. Let's go, man.
I never really knew Rob Markman did YouTube. And again, I really have nothing personal against Rob Markman. I'm just using him as an example. Rob Markman, 5,000 views. He's talking about some shit that's Ghostface. Shout out to Ghostface. 6,000 views talking about Nas. Okay. AI.
But hold up. I see what you're doing. Disclaimer, let me go on and spoil it. He finna say that Drake is the reason that dude views went up. True. But Drake said something to him first, bro. Come on. Let's keep it a bean, act.
I writing 3,000 views. You'll realize that he don't get over 10,000 views unless he talks about Drake at all. Now, this is my problem with media, niggas. This is my problem. Because they will act like they're not in it for the bag. When you're talking about other shit, nobody gives a shit.
I talking about Drake.
Now people give a shit. So you know what happens? They either become serial haters because now it kind of pays to hate. Not saying this is Rob Markman, but I'm trying to show you why so many of this shit when it comes to media and Drake is hypocritical. Because
there are quesadillas, and then there's Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas, packed with their famous chicken finger.
Way he lost. And I've told y'all, all of these niggas can't stop talking about the loser. The loser is the most entertaining person to talk about.
They talk about the loser because the loser keep doing sucker shit and funny shit online. The winner be chilling. If Drake was the winner and he was somewhere chilling, they wouldn't be talking about him. But he keep doing all the goof shit he call everybody else a goof about. He keep doing it. Of course we gonna talk about it. Why not? You talking about him right now for the goof shit.
They talk about the loser every single day. You see the hypocrisy? They tell Drake he should go away, disappear. Yet they talk about him every day. Why do they talk about him every day? It's the only thing that generates some clicks, views, and interest. It is what it is.
But for why?
So,
why? Tell them why.
Yesterday,
you're leaving
Drake
out the why, bro.
commented on a post. The post was posted by Lil Wayne fan page. The post was an old interview of Rob Markman. Now, let me remind y'all, Drake don't like this nigga at all. Okay? And like, you know what's so funny too? These guys know it. Like, Drake tells them. Like, when Drake talks to them, he'll tell them, yo, dog, you're a goof. Like, you're.
He told you that shit, Akademiks. And you still, look what you doing. You still caping for this nigga. He flat out told you. Bounce from his live, all that kind of shit. I don't fuck with you. Yet you still riding him every day. He show you he don't fuck with you. Yet you still riding him every day, fam. I'm unbiased over here, bro. I'm gonna call it like I see it, fam.
Your opinion is bad. You're the worst journalist. Fuck you. Fuck out of here. Like, Drake, I ain't gonna lie. When I see how Drake talk to these niggas, like, directly, it's disrespectful. Like, Drake is mad. That's disrespectful. This is how Drake's talking to them. And I'm trying to tell y'all, Drake didn't like them before the battle, during the battle, or after the battle. Anyway, this is what Drake commented under. There was a Finnish lyric segment on an interview with Rob Markman and Tory, and I think it was a Lil Wayne song, but Tory was reciting it, then he tried to throw it to Rob Markman, he couldn't finish. This is what Drake said. Of course, this goof Markman couldn't finish the bar. Free Tory. Right? Now, I want to put this in perspective. I'm going to keep saying it. Drake never liked him before the battle, during the battle, and don't like him now. However, this is I'm sure to spin. By the way, here's a clip too.
I'm on that dry kush, but when it come to this paper, I stack bucks. You heard what I said? I can put you on your feet or put some money on your head. Life, it's not cheap. You're better off dead if you can't pay the fee. Shout out my nigga Fee. See, every nigga at the door don't get a key. Outside looking in. Now tell me what you see. This is about money. This is bigger than me. I told my homie, don't kill him. Bring the nigga to me. Listen, don't miss. You're fucking with the hitman. Kidnap a nigga and make him feel like a... Kid again. Some niggas...
Okay, so that was a moment. Rob Markman now explains. Someone do a commentary of his commentary. Here we go.
Hey, yo, what up? Welcome back. This is not a podcast. This is just my thoughts with Rob Markman. Yesterday was eventful, to say the least. I know we probably got a lot of new eyes on this channel.
My bad,
and welcome. And
by the way, I see someone said I wasn't making sense. This is my point. Every media nigga act like they're speaking through ethics, morals, and they're different. I keep saying I don't like the term "not like us" because y'all all like me. I talk about what's popular. I'll say it. I don't care if a nigga rapping his ass off. It's the best thing since sliced bread. If it's not popping, I got no interest in talking about it. But I'll admit it. These niggas act like they're usually they're soapbox niggas. Nah, man, we don't only like popular shit. We like the real shit. However, when the real shit gets no views, they resort in a clever way to disguise themselves talking about the popular shit, except they juxtapose themselves like, oh, this is what's wrong with the game. But you could ignore it. They're doing it because they're trying to generate revenue. The point is this. They're trying to do the same thing I'm doing, talking about irrelevant stuff. They just want to seem like they have morals while doing the same thing. Right? Anyway.
We got to the ones who come regularly, who subscribe, who comment regularly, who are helping me build this thing. Appreciate y'all. This is for y'all. This is a conversation, but this is for y'all. We talk about so much on this channel. Figured we speak on this too, so we're gonna run it down. Yesterday, a 2019 interview that I did with Tory Lanez got clipped and posted to a Lil Wayne fan page. It was an old show I had at Genius, for those that remember, called For the Record. I hadn't done that show since 2021, I think. Tory at the time had Chicks Take 5 out. So we talked about it. And, you know, everything else that was kind of going on with him at the time. And for that show to end most episodes, I would aim to create this fan moment, right, with an artist. Like, I would ask my guests to just rap a verse that they love, so we're turning the artist into a fan, right? Like, just kind of showing the cyclical and communal nature of this and how we're all inspired by somebody. You know, I kind of wanted to make these things like viral breakout moments. I remember Rap City rapped Method Man, All I Need. That was her favorite verse. She rapped it top to bottom. I remember Ice Cube rapped some Chuck D. I remember Cordae rapped Nas. I remember he said like he was like in the first grade or something, and the teacher used to make them rap I Can or something like that. So, you know, it was this little segment at the end where I would just ask whoever the artist was, hey, just rap your favorite verse, like what comes to mind. And, you know, it was meant to be fun. So Tory rapped Lil Wayne's verse from Cannon, from Dedication 2. Okay. And I was having the North Day. The producer was in my ear. I don't know what happened, but he threw me the verse. The last line, I fumbled it. My mind was somewhere else, apparently. That's the story. Big reveal, right? So, you know, the Lil Wayne fan page that clipped the footage captioned it, me reciting Lil Wayne lyrics to my friend after a long night out.
I guarantee you, if it had been Akademiks, he wouldn't do that shit either. Guarantee it. He don't listen to this shit, man.
It's all fun. So a couple of people sent it to me, and we got a good laugh about it and moved on, right? Then, you know, I was in Atlanta this weekend, and then so I'm in the airport waiting for my flight, and then I seen somewhere on social that Drake left a comment on the IG. Champagne Poppy on IG left a comment. So I go check the comment. So here's the comment. It says, of course this goof Markman couldn't finish the bar, ... Free Tory. Jokes. Like, it's jokes. We joking now. A little bit of name calling, but we joking right now. Okay, we got jokes. I got jokes too. But you got to be careful, right? Because if I start calling him names, like, he might sue.
Got him. got him. He ain't lying. Now the nigga get salty, call Akademiks on him. This boyfriend on him. Jesus Christ.
Like, I'm just saying, you gotta be careful what you say now. It's just tricky, right? So
these ain't come back.
Oh, I drop my response because it's all jokes. It's all jokes. It's all jokes. And then you know what happens after that? It becomes a story. Starts to go viral. Different accounts posted. Everybody got their slant. People's taking sides, and you become part of this cycle. So here's my thing. And this is me again talking to the regulars on this channel, the folks who subscribe, the folks who show up in the comments, the folks who are helping me build this thing, part of my community, the monthly music club where we got our own Discord. This is for y'all. This is for every. When I speak about music here, when I speak about anything here, I usually try to lead with positivity. To the detriment, it actually pisses some people off that I'm not like more mean, right? When covering the Drake and Kendrick battle, for example, I called it like I saw it. I try to call it like I see it, balls.
Yo. You know why this is, I like watching these things? And again, I really, personally, I don't have a problem with Rob Markman.
Because they did the exact opposite of what you did. You didn't call it like you saw it. You call it like you wanted your homeboy to win, even if you losing. I mean, it ain't nothing wrong with that. We know how you get down, bro. It's obvious. We accepted it for what it is. You ain't gonna call it down the middle, so it is what it is. You know what I mean? So don't get mad at him. He telling the truth. People do be saying he too nice about this shit. He didn't go hard on Drake like everybody else did.
From what I know, but whatever, who cares? It's almost like drinking the tears of like older like commentators in hip hop. Yo, it's gonna get to a point, and I'm telling you, we're here now. Rob Markman, whatever you finna say, I don't even need to hear it. This is what you have to come to terms with. Drake don't respect your opinion about nothing hip hop, brother. That's just what it is. Elliot Wilson too. He don't like y'all. If I don't like it, and by the way, it's gonna get to a time like that with me. There's gonna be.
So what's wrong with them not liking Drake? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What's the fuck the problem is, man?
A young artist that's gonna say when I'm like, even when I give him props, and that's what I'm saying. I don't want to sound like y'all. We're like, nah, I've always told positive about you, son. Some point, the new it guy is gonna pick and choose whose opinion he validates. It's kind of like LeBron or KD. They don't validate. Again, the people who watch you should validate your opinion, but the person you're talking about, they don't got to.
They don't got to. Just like they ain't got to validate Drake's opinion. Fuck Drake, man. Basically, fuck that nigga, man. That's what I don't get it, fam. And then this shit, we basically just talking about shit we already fucking know, man. I don't think this shit gonna get any different or change no narrative in nobody's mind. So, if y'all want to watch the full shit, it's on DJ Akademiks page. Go check it out, or go to Rob Markman page and check it out over there. This shit went too long for me. Tig Knight Run the City, No Cap Rap News. Peace. Appreciate y'all, man.
See you again soon. I see.